Hey, y'all. Welcome to the podcast. So, at the time that I'm recording this episode, the Great North American Eclipse of 2024 is 2 days away, 3 days away, something like that. And the last eclipse was in 2017. And I remember vividly where I was and what I was doing during the last eclipse in 2017. I was in the parking lot in front of my friend's boutique. I was living in Arizona at the time, and I think I was on a live, like on a Facebook Live or something. Anyway, I was thinking about all the conversation about this eclipse and all of the sciencey stuff, and I recognized a common thread between what we are going to see in this upcoming eclipse, um, and how there is commonality between this celestial event and the journey of those of us who are peeling off expired beliefs about ourselves, or we're healing wounds that used to be our second skins, or we're growing in awareness of who we are and what we like and what we desire for ourselves, and learning how to trust ourselves more. In my opinion, one does have something to do with the other. And in this episode, I'm going to talk about that common thread that is alignment. So let's get it. Everything you want wants you, and your confidence is the key to designing the masterpiece life that you desire for yourself. I'm Mo James, and you are listening to Confident Women Glow. Welcome. I believe that confidence is a mindset and it's a practice. And when your confidence is blooming, you will glow, even in the darkest of times. Thanks for tuning in. Let's get into this episode. I don't believe that self discovery is a one time thing, like it's something we do and then we check the box and we're done with it. I think anytime we start to feel like the way we are showing up in our lives doesn't quite reflect how we feel about ourselves inside, as we are learning new things about ourselves, as we're asking new questions, as we're discovering new wants and dislikes and desires and all of that jazz, we get to a point where we feel a bit of a disconnect between our internal world and our outside world. And in those instances, it helps to have supportive tools and resources to guide us through the new phase of self discovery. And that's why I created the Inner Strength Journal. This journal contains thought provoking questions, writing prompts, activities, and things to jumpstart your self discovery so that you can start to recognize what the voice of fear sounds like, or what the voice of self doubt sounds like, or what the voice of limitation, pretending, performing sounds like, so that you can flip the script and choose your authenticity and your courage instead. So head over to innerstrengthjournal.com. That's www.innerstrengthjournal.com. Grab your copy, and I would be so happy to hear about all of the discoveries that you are making about yourself. So, an eclipse is when the sun, moon, and earth align perfectly. One celestial body literally moves in front of another, and it temporarily blocks that entity from view, and it casts a shadow. Now, the Great North American Eclipse that's going to be happening on April 8th, 2024, and I'm not making that term up, y'all. That's what the science people are calling it, okay? Anyway, it's a rare event, um, because there's going to be a period of total darkness, which uh, which is going to occur along the path of totality, right? But again, what does this have to do with us? Okay, so eclipses in and of themselves are not rare, but every eclipse is unique. So when I think about the alignment of the earth, moon, and the sun during an eclipse, it becomes a metaphor for the alignment of the values, beliefs, and actions in our lives. Because here's the thing, women wake up every single day and they decide that enough is enough and they're going to get themselves together. They decide that it's time to stop moving through life on autopilot. They decide they want to stop believing the lies that have been fed to them by people who didn't have their highest interests in mind, but also by people who cared about them, but were dealing with their own drama, chaos, unhealed stuff. And so they mishandled them. Those women decide that they want to start thriving in the alignment of their lives. Things like that happen every single day. I just truly believe that. And at the same time, what I also believe is that when you, the person who is listening to the words that are coming out of my mouth right now, when you decide that you are going to release expired mindsets and interrupt harmful patterns and design your masterpiece life, and it is also going to be a unique, never ever seen again occurrence. It doesn't matter how many eclipses have already happened. This next one will be special and remarkable. And in addition to the millions of other women who have stepped into the light of their lives, who have said yes to a confidence growth journey, your transformation will be special and remarkable. And so here's the thing, if you believe that confidence is rooted in a deep knowing of yourself, and a trust in the truth of your worthiness and your abilities. I mean, you wouldn't be listening to this podcast. I would be surprised if you are listening to this podcast and you don't share this belief. Provided you share this belief, then you are also aware that getting validation and compliments and approval are nice, but they simply cannot replace the confidence that comes from being in alignment with your unique authenticity, your courage, a trust of your inner wisdom, and a ownership of your value. The alignment that we get to experience with an eclipse can serve as a powerful metaphor for the alignment of what you believe about yourself, what you value in this world, the goals, the wants, the desires that you have for yourself in the journey toward your confidence. Think about the hurtful, harmful experiences in your life that have casted shadows in your heart and mind, like fear, like limitations and limiting beliefs, like inadequacy and insecurities, like self doubt. Consider how those shadows are also opportunities for growth. Because when you call up your courage and you confront and you work through those shadows, you can show up stronger and more deeply aligned in the light of your true self. So I want to encourage you to seek out or even to create your own moments of eclipse where everything in your life aligns perfectly. And from that alignment, you enjoy more ease and more freedom to explore and more confidence. That's what you deserve. Hey, you've made it to the end of the episode. Thank you for listening. If you enjoy this episode, do me a favor and leave a rating in your podcast player. It helps us get found by more women who are searching for conversations and communities just like this one. I appreciate you for being a part of our podcast community, and I hope you'll be back for another episode. Later.